he did all of that from that time frame. At the same time, he was still managing the Ringwood Ironworks during this whole time. So not only was he out surveying and working for Washington, but he was still managing that property. He was still managing the ironworks.
And talk about like iron from like the manor and that aspect of it. If you go for tours of the manor, they don't allow any paranormal investigation inside the manor. It's just strictly historical tours. But if you go for a tour inside, there is a room that's full of like his game room, right? So there's guns and it's just amazing. There's been so many guns that were handed down for gifts from like Buffalo Bill Cody, Civil War guns, wars from the guns from the Revolution. So, and a lot of the iron was actually used in these guns or in the bullets or in the cannons. So, a lot of that mining and that iron ore that came out of there was used for, battle and our early history.
My overall impression of the Ringwood Manor, I was astounded by how much history is there, not even residual, but intelligent, and that is proven by the dowsing rods, the Phasma box, and Kim's sessions there, just how receptive they were to communicate. I don't know if it was because of COVID and they were actually happy that somebody was there to come out and hear their stories, or if they're there all the time because they just love this property so much. But someone just reached out to me on Facebook today and said, go back and talk to Hans Holzer and invite him to follow you down to the pond. And he will follow you down there and lead you and guide you through the tombs. So I definitely want to go back and do that.
Yeah, this is a place we're going to have to go back numerous times. I think there's so much history there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Kim?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm already scheduled to go back there. That's how much I like being there. So, because it's state property, they actually host walks and tours and informative sessions. So I'll be going back there in October. They're hosting a walkthrough about the working kind of behind the scenes of how the manor worked. So they're actually going to be talking about the farmers, the dairy maids, the slaves that they had, and the maids. So that'll be really fun for me to kind of get some inside information about how the property looked, some of the individuals who may have worked there. So maybe the farmer might pop up there if they have any images of or any specific history about farmers who worked on that property. That could be really validating for me, but I'm already excited to go back. Yeah, it's a fantastic property. The history spans the entire length of the United States and beyond, before the history of the United States. It's all on this property right from the beginning to today. It's all there. You can go there and experience it right from the beginning, and that's amazing to have the opportunity in New Jersey.
I found it back in 2002, and it's a place that I've been going back year after year, taking the tours. Every tour is a different tour, depending on the guide that you have, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. The only thing we ask as paranormal investigators is be respectful. Number one, only visit it during its operating hours. Remember, they don't allow any indoor, paranormal investigations. So keep it outside and be respectful, please, because it's a beautiful place. People are coming to visit it, and it's full of history. So you have to honor that. And I will throw one more time up. People want to read about the ghostly encounters at Ringwood, Hans Holzer's book. Check it out. It's only available used, but you'll be able to find yourself a copy. And that's the Ghost Servant Problem at Ringwood Manor. So it's a fun story to read, and you'll definitely appreciate the place even more when you go, knowing the history. And I want to thank you ladies for coming out. It was fun. So I guess we'll be on to our next investigation, which will be coming up shortly, Waterloo Village.
I'm excited about that. My daughter got married there, so
okay,
part of my history.
I'd never been, so this is going to be really cool to go for the first time. So
it's beautiful.
Thanks.
This was fun. Thanks.
Yes, thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next New Jersey Paranormal Project.
Bye.
Bye.